All right, back to our phone call now. There may be more confirmed cases of COVID-19 every single day, but the majority of people who do get it, they do recover. Now joining us on the phone today is Will Rodriguez Kennedy, chair of the San Diego County Democrats. He tested positive for the virus and is now recovering in a hotel room after spending days in the hospital. Will, first of all, how are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling much better. Thank you very much for asking.
All right, that's great to hear. Your voice sounds fantastic. That's great to hear. Explain your initial symptoms and what made you finally decide that you needed to go to the hospital.
Well, my initial symptoms were fever, and there was a cough, there was nausea, there were really excruciating body aches, which were probably one of the worst symptoms. I had the flu earlier in the year, so I knew that it was suspicious. Then a day or so after I started showing symptoms, one of our local elected officials tested positive, and I had come in contact with them before, so that's when I decided that it was time to get tested and figure out what's going on.
You spoke about some of the other elected officials. We know that there were a few Democrats who came down with this or have tested positive for COVID-19. Do you know how they're doing today?
From what I can tell, everyone who tested positive, there were 3 or 4 Democratic leaders. I think we're all doing well for the most part. Some of them are preparing to come home. Others have been fighting the virus at home, and people like me were also sent to ICU.
So Will, what are the next steps for you? When do you think you'll be able to get back home?
Well, there is lingering effects with COVID-19. It does attack your lungs, and so for me, there will be a long period of regaining my breathing capacity, which I'm going to be dealing with. But right now I'm in quarantine for probably a few more days now. And, you just move on with life as best you can.
Well, there are a lot of people out there who have not contracted this virus yet. A lot of people in fear. What are you telling those people right now? What can you tell our viewers?
Well, it's important not to panic in these types of things. We have to be very sensible in terms of how we address this. If you are showing mild symptoms, you should definitely call in before just rushing to the emergency room, because that can lead to you infecting yourself. So you don't want to do that, because there's still colds and fevers that are going around, and we don't want to just panic because we have flu-like symptoms, which is basically what COVID-19 produces.
All great advice. Well, we wish you the best and look forward to seeing you on the other side of this whole situation. Take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you very much.
And we want to hear from you. How are you getting through the challenges of this coronavirus? Send us your stories to tips@10news.com.